Tonight on Pulse Global, confusion is spreading across the country as online rumors suggest the United States is under martial law. But what's really happening? At the center of the debate are two controversial executive orders recently signed by President Donald Trump, the January 20th Border Emergency Directive and the more recent April 28th law. Enforcement expansion, known informally as the Dystopian Order. We break down the facts behind both and explain why, despite online chatter, America is not under martial law. On January 20th, just hours into office, President Trump declared a national emergency at the southern border. His executive order directed the Secretaries of Defense and Homeland Security to evaluate the situation and determine whether invoking the Insurrection Act of 1807 might be necessary, a law that permits military support. In civil enforcement, that 90-day deadline came and went on April 20th, with no official action taken. Still, the buildup hasn't gone unnoticed. Thousands of active-duty troops and federal agents have been quietly deployed to border regions. Surveillance efforts have intensified and new detention protocols are reportedly being considered. The result? A growing wave of confusion and concern, with critics warning that the balance between national security and civil rights may be shifting in real time. Then came a second order. Executive Order 14,288, signed April 28th, now nicknamed by critics as the Dystopian Order. This directive strengthens protections for police officers, limits federal oversight of law enforcement agencies, and calls on the Pentagon to support civilian crime-fighting efforts with training, intelligence, and in some cases, personnel. While the order stops short of deploying active military on city streets, it blurs the line between policing and defense. Some civil liberties groups warn it may pave the way for a more militarized form of domestic law enforcement, fueling the myth that martial law has already been declared. So let's clarify. The United States is not under martial law. Martial law is a drastic measure where the military takes control of civilian government, suspending courts and civil authority. That has not happened. Instead, the Insurrection Act, if invoked, would allow the military to assist, not replace, law enforcement. And the so-called Dystopian Order, it's an aggressive expansion of police protections and authority, but still operates under civilian command, not military rule. Legal experts from the Brennan Center for Justice say both the Insurrection Act and this new order are vulnerable to abuse and in desperate need of reform. Key terms like rebellion and domestic violence remain undefined in the law, making presidential interpretation dangerously broad. For now, no official declaration of martial law has been made, but with military resources flowing to the border and power shifting toward federal control, the real story is one of slow erosion, not sudden takeover. Thanks for watching Pulse Global News. I'm Jenna Flames. Good day and good health to all our viewers. Comment, like, subscribe, stay safe, and stay informed.